Hey guys, welcome back to Mage Quest. My name is Samphorea and I'm literally recording straight after the last episode, so I haven't done anything. But if you saw the last episode, if you haven't, I recommend you go and see it because we did some fun stuff. We got started on Thaumcraft and Botania, and that's what we're going to continue doing today. So if we open our quest book, we are doing Botania. So we made a Lexica Botania. And Botanica. I need to start speaking these words properly because otherwise I get myself confused. Okay, so magical bird bath. It's about time you learned how to manipulate the magics of mystical flowers and start producing more complicated flowers. So the crafting process of different flowers is traditionally done in a petal apothecary. It's like a magic bird bath. It's nothing like a magic bird bath. How dare you? So if we look it up, I think we can look it up. I don't know. Yeah. Sometimes it's in NEI, the crafting recipes, and sometimes they're not, like the Thaumcraft ones. What I found with Thaumcraft, though, just to let you guys know, is that if you haven't done the research for them, it won't show you how to make them. But once you've done the research for them, then NEI will show you the recipe, which is nice. So we need cobblestone slabs, and a petal. We have plenty of petals somewhere. Yeah, let's use this one because we've got like 40 of them. What? Okay. We need to make slabs. One there. Like this. Is it like that? Without these? In the middle. Of course it was. 1, 2, 3. 1. Petal apothecary! Yay! So for now, we are just going to put this in here. Why not? Hello. We might as well. Claim reward. Let's see what we got. We got a basic reward bag. More glass. Great. Just what we needed. Okay, so let's have a look at what is next. So we can do colour to die for. My robes are you. I'm suppose you're wondering how I got my hands on all these brilliant colours. To extract all of these amazing dyes, you're going to need something to crush the petals. Oh, we can get dyes from them. So we need to make a pestle and mortar. Okay. That's really cool. I didn't realise you could get dyes from the mystical flowers. So we need a bowl, planks, and a stick. So it's a bowl like that. Yep. Oh, goodness. We've got lots of bowls. Oh well, we can make some mushroom stew, I guess. Okay, so we need to do this one now. Oh goodness. Okay, then stick the petals of a mystical flower in there and crush it good. You'll find yourself with an appropriately coloured powder as a result, which will magically dye a number of different things. Now go make a floral powder from each of the 16 different mystical flowers. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is one thing that I would advise you do if you're doing Botania in any sense at all, not just following this Mage Quest or anything like that. If you're doing Botania, definitely try and start by collecting one of each of the different kinds of flowers, because it's definitely helpful. Let's see if we can sleep. No. Okay. So actually, I am going to go ahead and go out there and collect a few of each of them, and I will be back when I have done it. I think. Let's see. In fact, you know what? Stay with me. Stay with me, guys. So the other thing is, let's collect a few because we're going to need them. These 2 high ones, you can collect those using shears, and it gives you twice as many petals when you turn it into petals. So that's quite nice. Blue ones. Awesome. Nothing spawning yet? Possibly. Right, I'm going to run back home and go to sleep, and then I'm going to go and collect some more flowers. They're all in that meadow. Thankfully, they're not too far away. They spawn everywhere, as you can see. They're up there too. So that's super helpful. So I'm going to go and do that, and I will be back in a second. Okay, guys, so I'm finally done. The only one I had trouble finding was brown. All the rest I got from the little prairie over that way. The brown one I had to go that way for, but it was fine. So I think we have them all. Now, the only thing I don't know is if I plant these, I don't know if they're going to spread or not. So what I think I'll do in this corner is actually just plant one of each. So I've always got I've always got one spare, like an emergency flower. Just because, well, one, they look pretty, so that's not like a big issue. But two, it does. There's loads of them around, but like I say, some of them are a bit more tricky to find than others. So is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Nope, that's not. I've done that one, haven't I? Oh, 14, 15. Oops, wrong button. 14, 15, which is the one that I haven't done. Should have put these in some kind of order, then I definitely would know which was which. Is that dark grey? Grey, yeah, okay, so it's light grey. Where's light grey? Not done light grey? Nope. Okay, so there we go. There's one of each flower, just as a backup in case we lose them, so I don't have to quickly go and get some. So then from what they say, all I have to do is put one of these in here and one of these in here. That gives me, yeah, petals if I do it like that. So how do I get it to turn into dust? Okay, I have to put the petals in. Great. If I'd have known that, there were some of these we didn't need to get because I've already got the petals of them, but more petals is fine. Some recipes you have to use specific colours of petals. A lot of the ones to begin with, you don't. You just use any coloured petals, but some of them later on you do need specific colours. So that's why it's also good to have all the different ones. We're going to have to put some of this stuff away. Now it's raining. I have no space. Okay. 1, 2. Oops. I did not mean to turn all that into dust. I'm assuming it only wants us to do one of each. Not too sure, to be honest. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't want more than one of each. Oops, no, I need that in there. Red and black. Okay, sorry about that. Not somebody, the boyfriend came home from work, so I had to let him in because my daughter's pram was in the way. So let me put these away so I can pick that up. So we need red, green, orange. Is that all of them? It's grey. Did I not even turn you into petals? I did, didn't I? No. Okay. Oh, I need more space. Why have I got stone stairs on me? No wonder I'm so full all the time. Just random rubbish on me. Right, so we need one of you. We need one of you. And I think, let's go with this. That is everything. It's all of them! We did it! So we get to pick one of these. So do I want 20 yellow, blue, or white? I'm going to say yellow because I've seen lots of blue and lots of white. Let me claim it. I bet it won't because there's no space in my inventory. Let's put these away. There we go. Did it take them? No, I've still got them. Great. We definitely need to make some of these drawers up for all the different petals. That might be something I do after this episode because it's going to be very important. So let's quickly go and sleep. And then we'll turn these flowers into petals so that they can all stack together. Awesome. Let's open up our reward bag. Apples! Yay! Thanks. Just what we needed. Where do I put them? There's no space. Okay, awesome. So let's see what our next quest is. So now it wants us to make some fertilizer, but we already have some. So let's move on back over to Magical Bird Bath and the Lady's Moon. So this is a pure daisy, and what this daisy will do is it will turn wood into living wood. I believe it's called living wood. Yeah, and rock into living rock. So you have to use not cobblestone but stone. So that is what we are going to do. So we have to make these pure daisies. So if we get out Alexica Botanica, this will tell us. Let's put some of these. Any of you gonna fit? No? Great. So this will tell us what petals we need. If we go on to basics, pure daisy. Pure daisy is not only the most basic but the most important flower we can have, and that's basically telling you what I just said. So firstly, oh no, this is telling us what it can turn into. So you can use living wood to make that, blah 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 blah. So to make a pure daisy, we're going to need 4 mystical white petals in our petal apothecary. Now we're also going to need a bucket. I have a bucket. You know what? Make a bucket. So let's make a bucket because we are going to need water. Now, last time I checked, there wasn't a way of automatically filling this petal apothecary with water, which, believe me, would be so helpful. But last time I checked, there wasn't a way of doing that. So I'm going to have to look again just to make sure. But we are going to have to put a water source or something in here. Pam's Harvest, I think it was always great because that had a water barrel that you could make that was just like unlimited water and only took up 1 square. So let's see, do we have the white ones on us? No, of course we don't. They're in here. So the other thing that you're going to need to do this is, actually they're in here, is some seeds. So I think somewhere in the book it tells you, but it took me ages to work this out, that I need to see if we've got any other seeds. I don't think we do because we're using them outside. Yeah, okay, we'll just make 1 for now. So what you need to do is throw them in. I just press Q to put them in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a way of getting them back out again. If you use a bucket to pick up the water, when you put it back in, the petals are still in there. So if you put them in the wrong way, I think if you... there you go. If you shift right click with an empty hand, you can get... Oh, what did I do? You can get the petals back out. So that's really helpful when you put them in wrong. And then to basically bind them all together and make the flower, you need to chuck in some seeds. And that, I think, you can find in the Botanica, but I didn't find it, and it took me ages to try and figure out how to do it. And basically, that's it. So there we go. We have our pure daisy. So we can just put this in here for now. So we pop it down like that. And then if I get us some oak wood, and I will just show you that it doesn't all have to be the same wood, because that was another thing that I didn't know. So I can you put it around in like a circle of 3 by 3, but obviously with the daisy in the middle. And if you watch, it starts sending these white sparkles around it. And again, you know, it doesn't matter if it's different types of logs or whatever, as long as it's got white sparkles, that means it's working. So we don't have any seeds. Let's go and get some water and we can make another one. I always tend to have at least 2. I always make 2 to begin with of the pure daisy, so I can have 1 doing living rock and 1 doing living wood. In the picture in the Botanica, it shows you them like 1 pure daisy doing half and half of each. You can do that. The pure daisy doesn't really mind what you throw around it, as long as it's either living wood or living rock. So you can definitely do it like it shows you in the book. Let's just have a quick look. Like this. So you have 4 living wood and 4 living rock. That's not a problem. But I just like having them each because they are really important things that you know you're going to need quite a lot of them. So it's always nice to have 2. Pop this in here. So we need 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And another one. And let's pop this stone. Where is it? There it is. And like I said, the only thing is to use the stone, you need actual stone. So we're going to have to cook some cobble. And you may have just heard a little bang and a knock then. I will show you what that was. Look, there we go. I should have shown you while it was doing it. It's turned it all into living wood. So then we can go ahead and get all this, and then we can put some more down. So let's look in our quest book. There we go. So let's see if it'll manually detect what we've got. No. this flower contains blah 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 blah. Basically what I said, we need to make 16 living wood and 16 living rock. So let's go and put some more oak around this. Did I put that in there? Yeah. Oak. There we go. Let's go and put this around. And you can only do one layer. I'm pretty sure if I put that there. Yeah, you see there's no sparkles. It's not going to work. It has to be just the one layer around it. And not obviously over the middle. Because that'll be one higher, so I don't think that'll work either. So, let's get some water. We definitely need to set up a water source. That's why I was thinking putting the Botania out here, because we're by a lake. Makes it nice and easy. But this, again, is why I want to make sure that we can't automate this, because it's just so annoying. Rock. Let's see if our rock's ready. 8. Awesome. And we've got no room for it. Even more awesome. Space in there for something. What could go in there? Gold? Yeah. So let's go and put this stone around here. And there we go. We've got the white sparkles, so you know it's working. And then we just have to wait for them to do that. So let's just see if there's anything else we can do. By mixing the floral powders with mundane... Oh, it's doing it. There you go. I want to show you. There you go. That's what it looks like. So I think we can make that floral fertilizer by using the powders that we've just created, which will be good, because then I can get rid of them. Actually, you know what? I wonder if that floral fertilizer, if you use it, it makes more flowers. Maybe that's what it does. Let's have a look. By mixing the floral powders with mundane crushed bone to form a fertilizer, it can produce... a form of fertilizer can be produced, which can cause flowers to grow. So, yeah, basically that's a way of us getting new flowers if we need them. So that's really cool. We have a bone. Let's make some bone meal, and then that just makes pink dye. What's that? Oh, yeah, a bone needle. Do we need to, like, chuck all these in, or no? Let's look it up. Let's look in our Botanica. Also, to go back into this main section, the arrow on the back, if you just keep clicking it, won't work. You have to press shift and click it, left click it, to go back to this main menu. Mythical, nope. No. Bubbles, looks kind of miscellaneous. No. I definitely went past it. Apparently not. Right, let's see if we can just... I wanted to use the lexica because it's what we need to use. If I could spell floral. There it is. Oh, okay. So we need 4 of them, like that. That is fine. This here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how many it said we needed to make, but we'll make a little bit because we can. Is that it? 10! I don't have 10 bones. Oh, no, I do. That's a lie. I have to use all of it because otherwise we won't get enough. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and I'm out. Great. Let's use this one, and where's my pestle and mortar gone? Let's use them because I've got loads of them. Nope, not you. That one. You and you. Let's use some of you. Awesome. Hopefully now this is enough. Shoop. Yeah, plenty. Maybe not. One more. Thank you, finally. There we go. So we either get 16 floral fertilizers or 32 bone meal. I'm going to go for bone meal because we were just given 10 fertilizers anyway. Okay, so that's finished. We've done the living wood. We just need the living rock. Okay. A pickaxe would be the best idea for that one, Samphorea. Use your noodles. Okay. Let's just line this up. And then we just need a little bit more stone. Again, you know, I'm pretty sure, well, I know, you could just put, because I only need 2 more living rock, I could just put 2 and it'll still do it, but we're going to need it for other things, so might as well do that. Let's collect this. 3, there we go, put some more of this down. Boom, 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 fabulous. So let's, while we're here, actually, I've got a few minutes waiting for that. Let's try and see this, what this floral fertilizer is like. Let's eat, and let's see what happens. Oh, okay. So it's, oh, okay. So it's given us a couple. So that's nice. I'm not going to do it over in the corner, but let's. So I think it gives us 4. Does it give us 4 flowers every time? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So each fertilizer gives us 4 flowers, which is pretty handy. Because you'd only need to use 2 flowers to make enough petals. Let's turn these in here. You'd only need to use 2 flowers to make enough petals to make another batch. So for every 2 flowers, you could then get 4, which would be super handy. Not too bad for us really, because we're in such a biome where, you know, there seems to be loads of flowers available to us. So it's not going to make a huge difference to us, but it's nice to know it's there. Okay, so the living rock's done. Let's chop these down. We'll just do the 2 because that's all we need for now. So we can complete this. Come on. Oh, it wants 16. Great. It's a good job I did all of it. I thought I only wanted 10. There we go. So we either get 32 living wood or 32 living rock. I'm going to go with living rock, just because. Why not? Okay, so just before we finish this episode, we could make a... We're going to go and do a rose by any other name. So basically, this is the wand of the forest, and we need this to look at all our mana and set our mana up, and it's like one of the basic tools that we're going to be using. So we do this by doing this. 2 living woods makes a living wood twig, and then you can use any coloured petals you want on it, and that will cause them to be that colour, I believe. Where do they go? I can't remember. Like this? No? I know you can use any coloured petals you want, and the petals, let's have a look. Wand of the forest. Oh, we need 3. Okay, that makes much more sense. So whatever colour petals you put on it, the wand will be that colour, which is pretty awesome. So let's do a purple and a pink. And there we go, look, we've got a purple and a pink. If I change that for a red, then it will have a purple and a red. So that's really cool that it does that. But there is our wand of the forest. So yeah, that's pretty fancy. You can see it there. Purple and pink. So let's open our quest book, which is already there. And we're going to choose 16 living wood because we already chose the living rock last time. And then the next time we're going to go on to this one. So that's the end of this episode for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's quite nice to now be getting into the mods rather than just doing storage. So hopefully you're enjoying it as much as I am. In the next episode, well, between this episode and next, I'm going to definitely do something about the storage. I'm probably going to make a load of these little oak drawers up and fill them with all of our petals and powders and things like that, just so we can be a bit more organised. And then we'll be ready to go. So we're going to, in the next episode, start hopefully generating some mana by making some petals. And mana is basically like it's like a power source, I guess. I kind of always think of it as like magic, basically. But mana is what you use to do all your kind of magic stuff in Botania. So yeah, I'll go more into that in the next episode though. So I hope you've all enjoyed this episode. I hope you're all having a fabulous week. Stay magical, guys, and I will see you all soon.